Hello?
Hey, Queen Maryann, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you. I had got your number from Prophet Moses Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
He said it was okay to call you and talk to you about Coptic.
Okay.
Did you start at the True Temple of Solomon?
No. I started at Universal Prayer House and Training School.
Wow! Oh, I get it. I'm sorry. So you saw Prophet Cicero preach?
Yes. And teach.
Was he really good? Was he really powerful?
Yes. He's a wonderful pastor.
So Prophet. So is it true that he served in World War I?
As far as I know, it is, yes.
Okay. Do you have any do you have any pictures of the church or the Universal Prayer House?
No, I did have, but I let somebody borrow them to get them a copy, and they never brought them back. So, no, I don't.
Okay. Were you there when he preached his last service? Cause I asked that because on the video, I got the DVD. It says that he said, "Can't nobody reach me but Peter." He said, "I give Peter the keys," and in the second service, I guess it say. That's why I'm asking you because you were there. It said he fell on the floor. You know what I mean? So do you recollect? Were you there that Sunday?
I was.
What happened?
Well, there was a lot of things going on that he wasn't happy about.
Okay.
And he just told me, he said, before I see you mess it up, the foundation, he says, the solid foundation, before I see you mess it up, I'll lay my life down. He said that more than one time. And that Sunday night when we was taking up the last collection, and I don't know the Queens well anyway, but I was number 4 in the line, marching in the open, and when he had took his crown off, and I'm looking at him, I said, that don't look good. And by the time I got to the end of the collection table, he had fell on the floor, and I just took the Queens on up to the roster, and asked them, y'all just sit still now, don't you have to do nothing, just let's pray. And that was it. And they took him on to Providence Hospital.
Providence?
But he had a stroke, yes. No, baby, but you can't do this for me. Give me that rope, put it over my feet, please. Just lay it over there on my toes, over my feet. Thank you.
Wow.
Not right now. No, I don't want anything now. Thank you.
Wow. To Providence, that's on 51st and off of King Drive?
Yeah.
Do you know where he was buried at? The cemetery?
I think it was at 67th, and where is that? It's a big cemetery there.
Cottage.
And I think he's in there.
Oh, what happened after? What about Maggie Patterson, his wife?
She stayed there a long time, and then Peter stayed there with her for a while, and Queen Peely and was my teacher, of course. And we went to a church that we had a church. She had a church. We had built a church out in Leesville, and she went out there, and we had got a a place up there on there used to be the Capitol Theater, and they had shut the theater down, so they were renting that upper floor. So we got that for our church, and we stayed there for a long time, and had church and first one thing and then another.
Wow, it's a miracle to talk to you. Like, I've been studying because I'm trying to write a Coptic book and a movie. Like, it's amazing to, like, Moses gave me your number. It's amazing to hear somebody who was there, to get the information. Did Queen Eve, his wife, did she ever talk or not preach, but what did she do in the church? Like, really?
She came to church and every Sunday morning, and she would just say, she passed by and speak to people and say, do what Doc tell you to do. She called him Doc.
That's amazing, Doc. She called him Doc. Yeah, because...
Well, he was a spiritual doctor. So that meant he was a healer from whatever, any disease.
Wow. So he talked, like, he didn't preach and say, like, hi, at the pulpit.
No. He wasn't no hacker.
Wow. So, like, what kind of car did he drive?
I think Cadillac. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it was.
Cadillac. And did him and Queen, did they stay close around the church or whatever? They address, their house or apartment?
It was about four blocks over. They owned the building.
They owned it?
Yeah, he bought it straight out when he came here.
Wow. He had his life together. God really blessed him. Wow, he owned. And so the Rose Bowl, is that the name of the, like, was that the whole church, or was it the church inside of the building that's called the Rose Bowl?
It was the Rose Bowl.
Oh. The Rose Bowl.
Because it was the sports arena at one time, and they moved it, and then he bought it.
He bought
for
it.
the church.
Yeah. Wow. So do you like keep tabs on the Coptic religion today, like the younger people being leaders and everything?
I didn't hear you.
Do you
understand, rather?
What do you think about the Coptic religion today in comparison to, like, Prophet Cicero?
Well, it has a lot of work to do because nobody's really staying foundation to my, well, that's just my opinion.
No, yeah, it's yours. Like, you have, you know what I mean? You were there. Like, this is gold. This is, like, rich to talk to you. It's a blessing. Like, who was your teacher?
Queen Peely.
Wow, like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
She was Prophet Cicero's his student. She came here when they left. She was in Atlanta, Georgia, and he came here. She and her two sons came on with him, and they was here doing the church.
Oh, wow, Queen Peely. So what are some of the things that she taught you, if you can recall? I'm like, do you remember the teachings that she would teach?
Sure.
Do you want to share?
As students, you teach you healing, reading, prophesying, all of the major things, and actually, yeah, she was a great teacher.
So okay, so when we come out and we get baptized, after we get the Holy Ghost, What is that case thing with the oil and flour? Do you know what that mean?
It's just a mantle. It's called a mantle.
Oh.
So it has just a mantle. What you see in the Bible, he said they had their mantles on and whatever and whatever.
Oh, okay.
So that's to do that. And it has the church, that paper in there has the church address and phone number or something like that in it. But that's all it is.
Okay. And you probably don't remember, was it 1941 when he came to Chicago? The exact time?
I don't know when he came exactly. But I do remember because at the time, when I was 12 years old or something like that, he used to be over in the park, Washington Park, and I would be taking my little sister up there, and he would talk to me, and he told me one day about, he said, I've been seeing an old white man over there in there where you came through. Don't go back that way no more. Don't come back through that. He said he's trying to catch some and have his way with him. I said, yes, sir. He said, so you walk on up to the light and cross there and then come on down to Vincennes, because I lived at 4926 Vincennes at that time. And I was 12 years old, I think, a little bit older, almost 13. And my sister Carol, she was just 9 months old, and he would talk to her, and we would talk, and then we would go on back. But I would see him, and then he would say, I know it was him, because when we would be at church sometime, and he'd get to talk, he said the pigeons would be all around, and he'd be feeding them, and he said the pigeons said, "Nigga still fool, nigga still fool."
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So he was very protective.
Very.
Well, he was a Cancer, right? Because he was his birthday July 7th, I think. Or he a Leo. He was a Cancer.
His birthday is February 12th, I think it is.
February 12th. Wow.
Yes, because when he died, we was at the church, and that sister that I'm talking about,
yeah,
it's her birthday, and she called me up crying and just crying and crying. And, why do you have to die on my birthday? Why do you have to die on my birthday? Why do you have to die on my birthday? I'll never forget it.
Oh, so he passed away on February 11th or 12th?
The 12th.
The 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Then, because that was a Sunday, right? Because it's 1961.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I just know he passed on that day.
So, and what about, do you know Dr. Mother Rebecca?
Yes.
How was the church once she came? Like, because that was his student, right? He taught her?
Mm-hmm.
So, was it really good? Like, he healed a lot of people?
Well, he did with her the same as he did everybody else.
Yeah. So so he's really, because okay, on the tape it's confusing, because somebody has an accent. They say he come from South America. So is it really Orangeburg, South Carolina?
I think that's it. Yes.
Yeah. Wow. So, like, was it expensive to get y'all garments made in those days?
No.
Wow.
Well, it depends on what you want, what you were, what level you were in that, what degree, more or less.
And so, like, was it a lot of queens and a lot of prophets and elders? Was that primarily everybody that was in there?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I know because I tried to get in contact with his name Archbishop Ezekiel because he said he was a kid there also at Prophet Cicero Church. You remember him?
Yes, I do.
I'm like when they say long life and good health, he's a real testimony. Cause like wow, but I don't know if I can get in contact with him to learn some things about it.
Well, I don't know either, cause I know them and we grew up together, but I don't. I'm not in contact with them that often. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen him in years.
And so when he came and y'all found him, were black people being treated really, really bad around that time?
Like, what do you mean?
Like that part when you say don't go around that part on Cottage Grove or whatever street you said. You said just like it's a white guy over there trying to snap.
People have been bad in Chicago all the time. You know, they're still doing crazy stuff, kidnapping children, raping people, and doing all kind of crazy stuff. Yeah, it wasn't any worse. It wasn't as bad as it is now, but it was going on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Chicago gets a bad rep, and then like in my college, that's why I'm getting information because I'm supposed to write a dissertation so I can get my master's degree, and I'm trying to I'm writing a Coptic book, and so I wanted to hear it from people who were there, you know, and who were there, who know the prophet, you know, who can help me like put it together. Because I don't mind if people say different things. I don't care. It just helps me write more pages, you know. So that's what I was saying. So did y'all have Friday night press service, if you remember it?
Yes.
Was it?
It was Friday.
It was on Fridays. Did they
Friday night press service.
They did the song I Saw One Standing in the Crowd?
Yes.
Wow. Do you remember anything that he said, like any other messages, like words that he said that you can like help me with?
Yes, I probably could, but I'm really not in the best position right now.
Okay.
I'm kind of getting tired. Yes, he's quite a minister.
Okay. Do you know a good time that I can reach you again? Because I don't want
to. Well, I'm here most of the time, but right now I'm just not in a good place. So I'm just laying here, meditating and taking care of spiritual things, and so I've had enough for today.
All right.
Maybe.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.
We'll talk again. You have a best day. Rest of your day.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.